very passable this. Very passable indeed.
Nothing like a glass of Chateau de Chastellier wine, eh, Gasai?
You're right there, Obadiah.
Who'd have thought 30 years ago we'd all be sitting here drinking Chateau de Chastellier wine?
Aye, back in them days we'd be lucky to have the price of a cup of tea.
A cup of cold tea.
Not milk or sugar.
Or tea.
In a filthy cracked cup.
Oh, we used to never have a cup. We used to have to drink out of a rolled up newspaper.
The best we could manage was to suck on a piece of damp cloth.
But you know, we were happy in those days, though we were poor.
Aye, because we were poor. My old dad used to say to me, money doesn't buy you happiness.
He was right. I was happier back then and I had nothing. We used to live in this tiny little house with great big holes in the roof.
House? You were lucky to have a house. We lived in one room, all 26 of us. No furniture, half the floor was missing, and we were huddled in one corner for fear of falling.
You were lucky to have a room. We used to live in an old corridor.
Oh, we would have dreamed of living in a corridor. Would have been a palace to us. We used to live on an old water tanker on a rubbish ship. We'd wake up every morning with a load of rotten fish dumped all over us. House.
Well, when I say house, they really meant it was a piece of tarpaulin covering a hole in the ground, but it was a house to us.
We were evicted from our hole in the ground. We had to go live in a lake.
You were lucky to have a lake. There were 150 of us packed in a small shoebox in the middle of the road.
You were lucky. I lived for 3 months in a brown paper bag in a septic tank. We woke up every morning at 6 o'clock, cleaned the bag, eat a piece of stale bread, and then went down to the mill to work for 14 hours a day, week in, week out. And when we got home, our dad would thrash us to sleep with his belt.
Oh, luxury! We used to have to get out of the lake, clean the lake, eat a handful of hot gravel, go work at the mill every day for tuppence a month, and when we got home, our dad would beat us around the head and neck with a broken bottle if we were lucky.
Of course, we had it tough. We used to get out of the shoebox at 12 o'clock at night and lick the road clean with our tongues. We had half a handful of cold gravel and worked at the mill for 24 hours for 4 pence every 6 years. When we got home, our dad would slice us in two with a bread knife.
Right. I had to get up in the morning at 10 o'clock at night, half an hour before I went to bed. Eat a handful of cold poison, work 29 hours a day down mill, and pay the mill owner for permission to even come to work. And when we got home, our dad would kill us. Dance around our grave singing hallelujah.
Would you try and tell the young people that today? Or they won't believe you?
No.
Of course not. Oh.